Sorry, we have to mit dem Tee. People see your lips moving, they think you sing your fish. They decided steady story. So yeah. Sure, he's and these people out there getting
I want to tell you the Chagav in the time for Sim many years ago, maybe later basically when I was in Kahlil, used to get seen in the radio. Rabbi Groner used to bring into the Rebbe's room every time the radio, the Rebbe should listen to the Sim. So the Sim we're going to make now is Mesechta Makis. Talking about the Beis Hamikdash, that we have Beis Hamikdash. In the Sim from Mesechta Makis, also man sagt, da zwei Meises, zwei Storys, weil der Rebbe macht von dem ganze Aloche, die Gerinien, sehr interessante Linien. Die two stories in the Sim from Mesechta Makis ist Benegeya, that Rabbi Akiva mit Moshnoten, Moshna Gemore, Rabbi Akiva, Ram Gamil, Rabbi Lozo, Malchim Baderech, und der Herr, dem Gerdem Kela Meli Shel Remi, Neighbor Smile, and everybody was crying. You see the Remi, the Simcha, and the Eden, haben the Chum Beis Hamikdash. Rabbi Akiva Mesachek. Rabbi Akiva asked them, why are you crying? He says, what says why? Rebbe Retzene. So the Rebbe should make Azeh Shlach for the Goyim, when Azeh Shlach for the Eden, but on the Shvein, and then is an old story went to the Beis Hamikdash, Yerushalayim, and they were in Kriya, and they were crying, Rabbi Akiva Metzachek. And Rabbi Akiva asked him, why are you crying? And he told them, what says, that Shul goes out to the Beis Hamikdash, you shouldn't cry. But Akiva says, Adarab, dürfen am Besimcha, because if Rebbe Retzene, Arachas kam v'kam. So there is a lot of questions over here. The two first questions. Reishis call, you have to understand what is the machlekes though for Rabbi Akiva, the two shitas. Rabbi Akiva Mesachek and the Rabbi Bechin, the first shaila. The second of all, Rabbi Akiva asking them, why are you crying? What's the shaila does why are you crying? Why are you crying? The Chum Beis Hamikdash, you're crying. You're coming up here to mock Hamikdash. What's the shaila why are you crying? There's other questions. So basically, the Chlolos, the Machlekes Rabbi Eliezer mit Rabbi Shua is Rabbi Akiva looks what's going to be later on. Since there is a Churban now, in such a way for sure is going to be Mekuyim, the Nevuah. And the other one are looking the Matzah from behavior. So it's otherwise a question, a logical question. In every Matzah, you look in the behavior, the way it's now, or you look what's going to be later. The Moshel, if somebody is saying Gdalia, and the doctor says, if you're going to fast saying Gdalia, you're not going to be able to fast Yom Kippur. So what's the deal? You darf fasten sie nicht. You have to look behavior, now is it saying Gdalia. What's going to be later? And trachten später. Oh no, you have to trachten nichts. You have to think now, what's going to be later? I saw once in the Sefer, Shuvas Mimamakim from Rabbi Freud Moshri from the Holocaust. Somebody came with a question. They didn't have any kosher food. They give them soup, black soup, trefe. So at a shaila, he knows if today is not going to eat, it's going to be fine. But tomorrow and after a couple days, he will be muchach to eat, forced to eat. So the question is, you have to look the matzav the way now I'm okay. So now I'm not going to eat. Oh no, but if it looks now, dat toch trachten, was het zijn später. Says what do you do? You think what's been now, what's it zijn später. Even Bechlolos, you're allowed to eat and then the matzav over there's no other food, you're allowed to eat treifa soup or treifa macholim. To make the story, somebody came to Arov, he asked Mashayla if you're allowed to eat treifa soup. So he said, kennst du essen treifa soup? Aber das nicht schmotzt in die Bänglach. Ich hatte gegessen, aber das Pasmake, man sagt, es ist wie Mus, beachig. So das ist eine Scheile. Die same Scheile, der Rebbe bringt dann, Lagabe going, Lagabe, the Rebbe is talking about make a operation, I should make operation 3 days before Shabbos, in the 3 days. Why? Because then you have to do Chil Shabbos. Then you have to Mechal Shabbos later. Even now it's not Shabbos, now it's before. But we have to think what's going to be later. Das trachten früher, to think what's going to be later. Trachten schon jetzt. Before the 3 days, before the 3 days you find. You have a lot of things, Shayore and other halachas. Before the 3 days you're allowed to do a lot of things, even though you have to make Chil Shabbos later, it's okay, we can, for the 3 days, 2 days in this. If you're allowed to go in a Shayore, Shechonov and Alter Rebbe is 2 days. If you're allowed to go in a Shayore, the beginning of the week, in a Minbo, in your different places, that you know for sure you have to do Chil Shabbos. Because there'll be a matzah for Sakona. You're allowed to go or not. This is the one day said you're allowed to go, because now is Beseder. What's going to be later after the Shtrat? Now they know me have to think. It's a question, that's a stark question, it's a logical question. If you're allowed to take our food, that is going to help you now, but later on it's design damage, commercial.
What exactly?
If Sham, like this from Rov. If you're allowed to do the marshal, a certain thing makes you feel better, maybe later on it is shot in Yom Shonim Davis. Is you're allowed or not? It's a great shayla, it's the question. So those are the Bechlolos, the Machlekes von Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Lozer. But what's like Rabbi Akiva shayla lo matem beichen? What's Rabbi Akiva's shayla mat mit matem beichen? Chub mesamigdosh is beichen. So the Rebbe says, "Ein ochanam chub mesamigdosh." But chub mesamigdosh is happened before. It's nicht lo mit matem beichen mean what was nischadish? What's in nischadish geworden jetzt? Why you stop to why you start to cry now? Cry before. What do you see now? Something you have to start crying. What's geschehen da? Chubas Hamikdash weiß was da Chub. Was ist Chadish geworden? So this Chadish geworden was, even though the Rebbe Shters knows it's going to be a Chubas Hamikdash, without say there's a Chub already, but such a way that I surely Yitzim Biskotche Kotchim Azag Reiser Chilul Hashem, the Rebbe Shemach the Chub, fein nicht Chubas Hamikdash. Aber für sehr viel so far Azag Mamish, das was der Rebbe gemacht hat, was er Chum, aber Schul, Yitzim, die ganze, also weit, so far, das gewinnt der Beichen. Aber Akiva sagt, was sind die Rebestimmig, der Chum, Socha, Eifen, in Azachil, Hashem, the Meile, in Tzado Eipech, mit sein Bolschen, in a big way also. Der Rebbe says, das ist noch eine Kude over here, die Scheile, der Moschel, steht sogar bei Abris, Rizim Magdimim Mitzvahs, you have to make the bris in the morning. Now the shaila is you're going to make in the morning, you don't have so many people. You're going to have in the afternoon, with sein Berei Vam Adras Melech. So what's Gever? Berei Vam Adras Melech, it's Rizim Magdimim. To make it before, it's Rizim Magdimim. Rizim Magdimim is a chelik ne mitzvah. Oh nein, you have warten später. So you have, I mean, what you other selbe shaila is the moshel, like a bedalit minim. You get up in the morning, sukkes, and you have a esrog lulav, it's Rizim Magdimim. But you know, if you're going to wait later, you're going to have a better lulav and a nicer esrog, shener lulav. So what, you should wait till later, or you should do it now? So that's not the shayla. What do you should do? What's the best? That's the machlekes between Rabbi Lozer and Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva says, you have to do what's later. What's it sein später? They don't know what's now. Later wird sein ausgemehrt sein, der alles. It's a bigger geule with a more Nachmas later. And the other one says, no, Khaparan jetzt, diese Magdimim. So die two Unionim, so Chura Poshti Gemorre, da wird der ganze Shakel Vetaye in a lot of Aloches von der Teire. The same thing, we can be kasher this maybe also to the סיום Rambam. The Rambam is talking in the end of Hilchos נשים, the Rambam is talking benegeye der Inyan für Chinuch. Der Inyan für Chinuch l'moshel. Chanech the Bnei Bayis. There's a question, al pi teir l'moshel, when somebody is bar mitzvah, is mechuyev to do mitzvahs. Is visibly the reise. Is he mechuyev before the bar mitzvah to prepare himself to this? Prepare tefillin, prepare atomic dibroch, or the reise is not mechuyev nothing. When it's going to come to the gate of mitzvah, then you will start. You mechuyev to do something before, not. The answer is shaila v'nideh. This is the same Nekudas HaMachlekes B'negeye. The Rebbe brings this down. They have a Yont of Sukkos. In the Pshat, Sukkos at a certain time. Before Sukkos, the other name, a whole year is the Yont of Sukkos. A whole year, the dinim, but you have to think about it, even though it's only then. So the Shaila is over here. When somebody became bar mitzvah, it was a Pshat. Before that, is mechuyev already to do something, or is that mechuyev nothing with the Reise? Is mechuyev to do mitzvahs, to practice, before it's nicht. The Rabbanon a mitzvah for chinuch. Aber wie ist mit der Reise? There is no such thing. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to shmachada sein. You don't have to prepare yourself. Goed gedaan zijn op Sachiv before also. So their Indian, if you have to do before, there's like about a lot of inyonim. You come to Pesach, get right. So you have to do before. I close the Keshaila over here. The answer Shaila, I close the Keshaila. Aber same thing when you get in for chinuch, the Rambam says same thing when you get the beginning of Hilchos Kedusha. Here we're starting what's talking about Kedusha. All the arayas, yeah, all the arayas. The ganze arayas dort Nisur Bier. The Rambam is discussing over there. Abo alachas min arayas alle inyonim. What's the shaychus otos? I remember once the Rebbe in a Fabrengen asked a simple question. The Rebbe asked a question, how come that in Kippur to Nehila was the Kriyas HaTeire, all the Arayas? Ich habe nicht gesagt, im Kippur, Yema Kodesh, Achas Bashono, so that what you read here, that's what's late in Kippur, all the Arayas. I think the Arayas have to learn after Simchas Teire, after. Not to Mashke, after Chesha, was in Kippur, so the Rebbe said, in Kippur you read Parshas Achrei. What pshat Achrei? Achrei means der noch. What's going to be later? You have to always think what's going to be later. If you sit in Kippur and shul you're davening time, now you're in shul, now you're davening. But Achrei, what's going to be after Yom Kippur? Learn from Parshas Achrei because you have to think what's going to come at later. What's designed to pay Yetzer later? So I heard once it says everybody knows that Yom Kippur everybody's Allah zevi malochim, right? So the question is, Shaila Zazeh, Yom Kippur you go to shul, the Allah then everybody is like a malach. Mitzvah Yom Kippur is us malach. But Shaila Yom Kippur you go in shul, Allah the ogi gessen, a full boy is a malach. Motzi Yom Kippur is ausgehungert, mit das ist aus malach. Das ist der Pshat. Der erzählt, Yom Kippur geht in Schul, kein der tracht nicht wegen Essen, ich habe heute gegessen, tracht nicht wegen, vergessen wegen Essen. Und was Yom Kippur alle immer tracht nicht wegen dem Essen, tracht nicht, ist hungrig, ist aus malach, aber tracht, you start to think about it, ist tekst nicht. Al kol ponim, Reb Shalof, was sein Tag Achrei noch ein Golus, soll sicher sein zu der Gehure. Es soll sein, dass wie Rabbi Akiva sagt, der Sim vom Mesechta Makes, Akiva nicht am Toni, because Rabbi Akiva saw in the Golus, hat schon gesehen, die Gehure Mamesh. Und da gesehen, bei Pelmat, Gehure.
Amen.